I believe that throughout our lives we experience many spiritual deaths, primarily caused by violence, poverty, and betrayal. I first died when I was 5, and I have experienced at least one death every year since. I have been drowning forever. When I started producing music, I knew that my malaise would accompany every note. What I did not realize was how exhausting and expensive it would be to transform my misery into a form of art that would not repulse everyone. Make no mistake, I'm not the one you want to have give a speech at a party. I am not here to bring hope, nor do I wish to celebrate despair. My pain and I have become such good friends that I no longer see her as an enemy needing repulsion. She is a part of me, and I am not a lesser man for it. I kept my music off of the internet for 15 years. I could not afford to present it in a way that accurately illustrated the beauty I discovered in my own darkness. My depression is not ugly. With the use of AI, I have been able to recreate my childhood in a way that was not possible until now. The child you see on my website and in my videos is me. I took an old photo of myself and transformed it into a visual representation of the torment that fuels my music. The angel boy you see, the boy with the broken face, is me. I realize that there is a great reluctance to embrace AI in the world of art. I agree with much of the concern that has been raised in the matter. I don't want to live in a world where there is no humanity in the art we consume. That said, my music is real. My words are my own. My lyrics are crafted from my own life experience. I am not the greatest vocalist, but I don't use any vocal enhancements to change that fact. I am me. That said, my voice, my speaking voice, is my own. It's private. And for that reason, I have modified my voice for this presentation. I do not want anyone to think that my use of AI is done in a way that disparages the need to support my community. Although I am not employing visual artists, I do spend money on music production, sound engineering, and a host of other services that support art. I should also point out an obvious truth. I am not famous. Far from it. My gigs are tiny. I have been known to perform on the street for enough money to buy food. Like most independent artists, I work extremely hard for very little money, if they pay me at all. I have a roof to keep over my head. I have never been in a position to spend $50,000 on a music video, and I will tell you that $50,000 spent on a music video is cheap. In other words, the cash I make was never flowing towards the elite areas of music marketing. Working with AI does not come without problems. Take, for example, my ethnicity. My mother is Indian, my father is African. My physical features are a mixture of both. Depending on the AI model I use, Mid-Journey, Runway, or Sea-Dance, I never know whether I will look more Indian or African. Mid-Journey tends to lean on my Indian features, while Sea-Dance cannot help but recognize my bone structure as African. The horror is that no AI model truly respects that I am mixed race. Another problem with AI can be found in the restrictions each model imposes on the artist. We cannot simply create anything we imagine. Images that appear to break a model's code of ethics will be destroyed. Any model offered by Google is so restrictive that no self-respecting artist would use it. Because of the jarring nature of my work, it is impossible for me to use any one AI model without running into restrictions. This means I have to use several AI models to generate the images I need. This model jumping destroys my ability to create a truly consistent image of myself as a child. You may have noticed a religious symbolism in my work. I often present myself as a damaged angel in my videos, and in my songs, Jesus is often the only hero in sight. I have been toiling with several ways to help you understand why this is. After some careful reflection, I think I can best explain myself with a simple story. I call this community. Once there was a priest so gentle and kind that all the villagers came to hear him speak. His words were like sunlight through the windows of the old church, filling every heart with warmth. Mothers forgave, neighbors shared, and strangers became friends, for his voice carried the gift of love, and everyone who listened felt they belonged to one another. One day the devil himself crept into the church, curious to see what power could bind so many hearts together. He sat in the back, cloaked in shadow, and listened as the priest spoke of forgiveness, kindness, and joy. The devil, hearing such beauty, grew listless and jealous, for never had he known of such goodness. With envy burning in him, the devil struck the priest down in secret, and taking his shape, he stood in the pulpit with the priest's smile and the priest's voice. At first, no one noticed the change. The words of the priest sounded the same, yet slowly they grew sharp and twisted, turning warmth into fire. The people learned to scorn instead of forgive, and to wound instead of heal, though they thought they were still practicing love. Soon the whole village was tangled in hate, yet they called it holy, for it came from the voice of the priest they adored. And so the devil's greatest trick was not teaching them evil, but teaching them to mistake it for love. It's cold for me. It's always been cold for me. My need to be alone and away from the world has been a problem, a big problem. How can someone who is truly reclusive survive in the world of music? Social media wants us to be front and center all the time, but that's not me. I just want to make my music and be left alone. I have been running away from pain my whole life. I have been afraid to follow my passion with my whole heart. I have been plagued by demons and have allowed them to beat me down. I love people, but I don't trust them. There comes a point in our lives where we have to make a decision: face our monsters or perish. We live in a world where people think they own the truth in others. They demand a type of transparency that is simply not possible for some of us to give. Some of us are recovering from years of abuse, and our privacy is the only safety we have. And here I go, saying goodbye at the end of my tiny anthology.